What up, YouTube? We're going to be doing another reenacting video, innit? Don't worry, I don't talk like that, and isn't it a damn good job? Welcome. Apologies for my stupidness. We are back for, I think, the 4th day running with another reaction video. It's titled 101st Airborne in Normandy Reenactment. So, you know, I was wrong about the last time we had a title like that. It sounded ideal, and I thought it's going to be awful, and it was amazing. So let's hope this is just as good. Oh dear. Well, I don't know who sent me this. It could have been Ty, it could have been Max. What the hell is this? I mean, 101st Airborne, of course they have Jeeps. You know, everybody had a Jeep in their back pocket as they jumped into Normandy. Spot the shoulder flags again. Yeah, okay. Oh, and of course the obligatory US flag on the Jeep. More flags on Jeeps. More Jeeps. Oh, was that a heart I just saw go past? Wow, it happened so quickly that it doesn't even count. Yeah, I think that's a blurry heart. Okay, so they're pretending to be 502. No scrim, though. And that's a Thompson pouch, a very blurry one.
Here they are. Watch them go. See you, 101st Airborne Division, 502nd Parachute Infantry Regiment. Prepare.
Well, it's an interesting way of making a video. It's very, very cheesy, and I hope it's not supposed to be taken seriously at all. The only good thing is it's really fucking blurry, so therefore we can't see all the nonsense. We can't tell that these haven't been CC2'd. We can't see that they're not wearing shirts. We can't, you know, there's so much it hides that it's probably a very, very good thing. I mean, they all look nice and clean, you know, as much as we can tell. Oh, what's with the ginormous flags? Why?
For patrol to hunt down the Nazi enemy.
Getting solid stock carbines? No. Shoulder pocket. No, he's a 502. That's a 506 thing. If I find out which one of you boys in the unit sent me this video, you're up for it. This is no. This is not good. Oh, at least we've got some felt shoulder pads. You know, this is not all absolutely dire. I mean, it's so grainy you can't see much. But as I said, I think that's a good thing. Okay, you can just see rigger pouches. One is flat as a pancake, but you know, the other's got nice shape to it.
Control formation, go. Lead scout, when you're ready, just move.
No cock strap on the knife. Did you see it? It was some really dark colour. Strap with bright white. Rigger pouches, water bottle on the back's a nice touch for 502. That's a very common thing, they have them right in the centre. bag. Good. Oh, sick as well. We can't really see. I hope that's not a holster. It could be. It could be a few different things, I guess. Hell of a lot of blur in this, put it that way.
Miles over there. Put it in.
Good. Bayonet. So many people miss the bayonet off their uniform, off their webbing. Sorry, not uniform. Oh dear. Parachute first aid packet on a helmet. That cardinal sin. Again, solid stock carbine. No, unless he's acquired it from one of the glidermen or some other weird reason. You wouldn't have it.
Sometimes all you...
Same guy with the pocket. That looks like a cartridge belt. Oh, PFC stripes. The 502 do not wear PFC stripes on their uniforms, on the jumpsuit. They just don't put them on. It was one of those weird things we discovered. You go through all the pictures. You know the guys are PFCs because you know who they are. They don't wear stripes. I don't know why. They just don't. So it's best to admit them. Put them on the shirt. Put them on the greatcoat if you've got one. Put them on your A-class if you've got one. But leave them off the 42 jackets.
You need a hard-earned break from all the fighting.
I need a hard-earned break for watching this. I spy with my little eye white shite. White T-shits, they should be called from now on. And I think that could be another one, but we don't know for sure. That possibly could be another one. Why, guys, why the white T-shirts?
Attack! Watch them now come under fire from heavy German forces. But these are no match for the 101st Airborne, as they easily repel their forces and spearhead the attack.
Oh, I'm sorry. These battles that happen at most shows, they are just ludicrous. They make absolute zero sense. I mean, the tanks just usually sit there and do nothing, and everybody ignores it. The Germans ignore this giant tank. The tank ignores the Germans. Nothing ever makes any sense. And why are they riding into battle in jeeps in the open, in the middle of a field?
To occupy France, making France once more a free country.
I mean, why is nobody shooting the guys at the front? What an embarrassment to attribute that to the 502. Well, at least we couldn't see much. I think if we could, that would have been a real ball ache. And it was a good thing, because that's 9 minutes and it's over and done with. I think I'll leave this going and just skip to find the next video. So if I get rid of, will you go away? Thank you. Grab my Word document, which you can't see because it's on the monitor, and let's just bang this straight in and see what happens. I don't know who sent me this one either.
Scenario just to try to give you an idea of what it was like for a paratrooper to actually make the final jump. So this is D-Day, June 6, 1944. These men are coming down in almost complete darkness.
Pause then. Okay, so it's D-Day. They're coming down in darkness. Okay, so he's giving it looks like a standard show. He's giving a talk to the public. This worries me. First of all, there's a holster. So he obviously doesn't know about TO&E. Let's hope he knows about everything else, because obviously he's talking to the public here. Let's have our fingers crossed and hope it's not a whole lot of crap and waffle, lies and nonsense and just misinformation. That is the biggest issue we've got in this hobby, is people just making things up, spouting nonsense to the public.
Understand, there were a lot of misdrops. There were a lot of misdrops. Some of the Army Air Corps pilots that took these men in, very nervous. They had never flown through flak before, and the flak was heavy. Flak is anti-aircraft, okay? The Germans were shooting a lot of lead at us. Many of these pilots, very inexperienced, their planes were getting damaged, thought, oh, expletive. I got to get these guys out of my plane now, so A, they have a chance, and B, I got a chance to make it back. So again, some of these men were dropped 5, even 10 miles off from where they were supposed to be. What happened? A lot of different mixed units, 82nd Airborne and 101st together.
Yeah.
So,
It happens.
some of the men are already on the ground, and some of them are still coming down. And these two gentlemen have just come down. Notice how he came down. He did one of the most unnatural things that you'll ever try to do, is this. Because you want to come down on the soft side. Now, these men are in danger.
Get your stuff off.
They're trying to get their stuff off. Notice that that soldier has taken up the position of security. He's looking out for his buddy. Look how much time it's taken him to get that pack off. But guess what?
No.
And now we have Germans.
Go. Hurry up.
You'll see it's a very tedious process. Trying to get
Okay, it does highlight an important thing, that they jumped with the weapons disassembled, and there was, you know, time wasted, which they learnt from Market Garden. They jumped with the weapons assembled. Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't have been doing it as slow as that guy. You know, they would have practiced this sort of thing, you know, over and over again. So this, you know, is probably half speed of what it would have taken a guy on the Normandy jump. This guy also has a cartridge belt. Incorrect.
weapon put together.
We'll talk about this sort of Thompson.
We got a weapons malfunction. Reload as well. Every second that weapon's not loaded, he and his partner are...
They are, I think, all 8 seconds, so I can't really make too much comments on the weapons, because I generally don't know.
Move back.
I'm jammed. I'm jammed. Follow him behind. Follow him behind. Second.
They're just realizing that, wait a minute, you're 82nd, I'm 101st. One of us is not where we're supposed to be.
Oh, I see. Okay, fine.
Fall back. Fall back.
The guys at the back are 82nd, the ones nearest the camera to the right, 101st.
Yes, it's clear off.
Now notice, again, these men are now in a mixed unit. They don't
And the guy giving the speech has no shirt.
necessarily know each other. Their training is keeping them together, though. They're all paratroopers. But they're not in numbers adequate yet to do 2 very important things. Set up that drop zone yet, because they've come under immediate attack.
82nd. Shut up and get your stuff up and clear the area.
And that's clean. That's a clean version.
yeah. The F word was the most common word a soldier said during World War II.
But see, they're very quickly banding together, though, because they realize we're all in this together.
Yeah, there was sort of, you know, a lot of... It shows, I understand, it's hard to do anything accurate. It's even hard just to pitch up and put on a display without having to use things like pup tents. Of course, they didn't have pup tents in Normandy. It certainly wouldn't have things like small walls or anything like that. So it really limits you as to how you can build a display for the public. without it just making no sense whatsoever. We've resorted to using Zelt barns because obviously there's no American kit in Normandy. There is a hell of a lot of German kit because obviously the Germans have been occupying there since the start of the war. So we've opted to use German tents and things like that. The interaction with the public is usually just conversations about different bits and pieces, but they're trying to engage them in a different way, which is really interesting. It's hard to do smoothly, effectively, and using any sort of blanks and pyrotechnics is always fraught with problems. You'll see guns explode, you just see jams, you'll see all sorts of problems. As the guy with the Thompson, I think barely fired about 3 rounds throughout the entire thing. We didn't really see much of their equipment, much of their kit. They were too far away in the 82nd, so half of them I would have no clue about whatsoever. One of the 101st guys had a cartridge belt, so obviously incorrect. The guy giving the talk didn't even wear a shirt, so not the most accurate. But still, it was an interesting idea and a way of engaging with the public. So they get a thumbs up for that. Only 16 minutes. What's going on? Usually, I'll close this one here because I know what will happen if I start another video. It will be a 20-minute video with about 10 minutes worth of stops and my waffle, and it will just become too long. I'll cut this one off here, and then I'll start another one in a moment. Cheers, folks. I would say I hope you enjoyed that, but it was a lot of nothing, really, so apologies for that. We'll blame the members of Mistrop 44 for sending me duff videos. Blame them. Okay, until next time.